and Helen Murphy. He was the third of 6 Murphy boys, raised in Stonehurst, Upper Darby, and Collingdale. The Murphy brothers would all go on to graduate from Bonner. While a student at Bonner, Dennis ran cross country, played intramurals. He was an avid supporter of the football and basketball teams. After completing his years at Bonner, Dennis enlisted in the regular army in December of 1969 and was deployed to the Republic of South Vietnam in August of 1970 with Charlie Company, 1st Battalion, 46th Infantry, 196th Light Infantry Brigade of the American Division. There he served as a grenadier with a rifle company operating near the Laos border. On February 12, 1971, Murphy's unit, while conducting offensive operations, was ambushed by a North Vietnamese Army force and was in danger of being overrun. The point man, Specialist Willie Gardner, was shot down with multiple bullet wounds when Murphy took it upon himself to make a rescue attempt that was chronicled in the Keith Nolan's book, Sappers in the Wire, The Life and Death of Firebase Marianne. Dennis made it to his buddy, but was wounded 5 times in the rescue attempt. Murphy received the Silver Star for gallantry in action. His Silver Star citation reads in part, alertly observing several comrades fall wounded in the initial hostile action, Specialist Murphy maneuvered forward through the enemy barrage and began placing highly effective volumes of suppressive fire on the insurgents. Ignoring the danger involved, he utilized his weapon to cover his advance as he closed in on the enemy position in an effort to silence them. Through his timely and courageous actions, Specialist Murphy was instrumental in thwarting a determined enemy attack and served as an inspiration to his entire unit. His personal heroism, professional competency, and devotion to duty are in keeping with the highest tradition with the military service and reflect great credit upon himself, the 23rd Infantry Division, and the U.S. Army. Following military service, Dennis attended Westchester State College, graduating with a degree in education in 1975, and completing his master's in education at Villanova University in 1976. Dennis started his career in higher education at Bucks County Community College as its Director of Veterans Affairs. He is seen here with fellow Vietnam veteran Rocky Blyer of Pittsburgh Steelers fame. He was awarded a Presidential Citation for Outstanding Community Achievement from President Carter in 1979 for his work in assisting Vietnam veterans in returning to college. His career in higher education has taken him to Villanova University and Montgomery County Community College, where he assisted recent refugees from Vietnam assimilate into American society. In 2001, he was named to the position of Vice President of Enrollment at Gwinnett Mercy College, where he orchestrated an enrollment increase of 65% in 4 years. Dennis is currently the Vice President for Enrollment and Student Affairs at Newman University in Aston, PA. While serving as President of the Pennsylvania Association of Catholic College Admission Officers, Dennis passed a motion to rename the organization's statewide award for the Outstanding Pennsylvania Counselor of the Year in honor of longtime Bonner Guidance Counselor, Father John Nelson. Dennis's outside activities have revolved around his family and service to his community and parish school. During a 12-year period, Dennis coached over 45 teams in various sports. He started and coached a track and cross-country program at St. Thomas Council School, a traveling softball program in Radnor Township, and a JV softball team at Marian Mercy Academy, where he serves on the admissions committee. He was active for 10 years on the parish's school board and initiated a mainline Catholic school oratorical competition. Dennis lives in Wayne with his wife Ann and their 3 daughters, Katie, Mara, and Lupita. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from the class of 1968.
Get up. Oh my God.
Thank you. I cannot recall a moment when Monsignor Bonner High School was not part of my life. My earliest memories while growing up in Stonehurst Hills, the two older brothers who I idolized, was that life seemed to come in two stages: preparing to enter Bonner and the joy of finally becoming a Bonner boy. The Donovan McNabbs of that day could not hold a candle to the Dave Connells, Al Atkinsons, Russ Hendricks, and Mike McCurdy's in my world. They were my heroes. The happiest day of my adolescent years was when I crossed that threshold and walked the halls of Bonner as a student in 1964. That was my initiation into a fraternity of achievers who would support each other at all costs. We shared a common bond of hope for the future and friendships that would last a lifetime. I often wonder why we, who had the honor to attend Bonner, have such a pride in our high school that it seems to be in our DNA. I think we can all agree that the extraordinary men who call themselves Augustinian friars and our late teachers had much to do with developing that sense of pride. They taught us more than academics. They taught us how to live our life, which included accepting responsibility for our actions. Who here can't remember getting jugged for being 30 seconds late for a class? That sacrificing for others was what you do, for after all, the friars and our lay teachers sacrificed a great deal for us, and we knew it. Their actions made a great impact on all of us. Tonight we honor the Bonner boys who made the ultimate sacrifice in Vietnam and Iraq. For our brothers whose lives were cut short and whose dreams were left unfulfilled will never be forgotten. They completed their mission with honor, dignity, and a sense of duty. As in our beloved fight song, they fought until the game was through. The Bonner graduates who put on the uniform knew the dangers they faced. They knew in their hearts that the lessons we learned at Bonner, the challenges we overcame, and the wisdom that sacrifice was what a man was supposed to do, and that if all failed, God would be waiting for us on the other side, provided us with the steel we needed to do our duty. I've been eternally grateful to my teachers for those lessons learned. My parents, Jim and Helen Murphy, loved Bonner, and they set a standard for my 5 brothers, all Bonner graduates, and me, that life was about doing things right. If you played hard, worked hard, and studied, that good things would come your way. I miss them and my brother Pat, who entered the Hall of Fame as a member of the 1959 City Championship football team. This past September, I celebrated my 35th wedding anniversary with the person I love beyond words, and who entered my life when I needed her the most. My wife, Ann, who was the best person to come out of Cardinal O'Hara High School, has been my partner, my salvation, and the mother of my 3 daughters, Katie, Maura, and Lupita. I know without a doubt I would not be the person I am today without her. Thank you to the Hall of Fame committee for honoring me tonight, and a special thank you to Rich Booley and Ed Hastings for their nomination. Thank you very much.